Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Coffee with HDR, the 47th edition. 47 editions, 47 weeks with all you people out there. Man, you know what? It just keeps getting better and better and better. But I'd like to welcome you here anyway to another Saturday morning and here at the Custom Dynamics. And yes, look, the tie from Tennessee Studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. And I'm coming to you live and in living color for another Saturday chit chat here. Good morning. Let's go through the morning roundup here in the chat room. We got a few of you getting here early in the morning. Jaman and Jeff Rice was here very early this morning. They popped in there right away. Good morning, Dusty in the Wind. Paul, 10 Wingmen. Good morning to you. Monica, Ray. Good morning, Ray. Chuck, HD AV Traveler. Harley 103. Good morning to you also. The Smyrna Cowboys in the house. Whoop, whoop, Smyrna, Smyrna. Man, I hope everybody can hear me okay. I got the mic just a little bit more distance there from me. I just wanted to be able to sit back, kind of relax and chit chat with you this morning. And it's really what this show's all about, right? Just relaxing and talking, having our morning coffee here on a Saturday. Thinking about all the great things we're going to do today. Captain Ed, good morning to you. Good to have you on board there. So yeah, thinking about all the stuff I got to do today, and there's a good bit of I don't know why. Why do guys always do that? Guys always like, well, I got to do my honey-do list. Isn't it your list too? I mean, come on, honestly, it's both of our houses, right? We both live here, so we both have things to complete. Now, here's something for you to ponder. Is something for you to ponder is and be truthful in the chat room, guys. Come on. I mean, does your spouse tend to do more work around the house than you do? You can be honest. Is that true? I know mine does. Mrs. HDR can run circles around me, man, backwards and forwards, up and down, all over the place here because it's the women that keeps the glue together, right? They keep the household together, man. You know, and yeah, I do stuff like she's always like, well, yeah, you go out and mow the grass. Pains Rides, good morning, brother. Good to have you on board here, Pains Rides. Anonymous Biker USA, good morning. So yeah, so Mrs. HDR was just talking about how she's the glue to the house, right? She's the foundation of the house, and women do a whole lot more than we do, guys. Well, at least in my household. I mean, I'm out cutting videos, or and I'm trying to rejuvenate my other channel, the 4-2 Techno Man channel, with some new photography content over there, and also some programming content because I've been doing a lot more programming lately, computer programming. Dusty in the Wind, good morning. Dusty in the Wind says he's a single guy. So, Dusty, I guess you're doing it all, right? You got to do everything in the house. And I know I was a single father for about 2 years to my daughter, and she was about one maybe. And back then, I mean, I had to be the whole foundation, right? I was mom and dad, and that's a tough racket to be in. But the good morning, Henry. Good to have you on board here with me this morning. Henry is coming over sometime here after breakfast, I hope. It's going to be chilly, Henry, so wrap up. We're going to finally put the boat away. That's one thing we have to do today here on a Saturday. And he has a concert to go to later on. And we'll talk about a concert in a minute, too. I wanted to bring this up to you. But anyway, but yeah, so Miss HDR is my foundation. She knows that. And the other day she goes, it's kind of like we as men, we leave home, we leave our mothers, and then we look to marry a mother, right? And I don't want her to feel that way. I think, I do my best. Sometimes my best isn't good enough, but I try. But I'm responsible for the video content, getting videos up for people to see. But mowing the grass, which is once a week, And I don't do laundry. I mean, I don't do it ever since I put a pair of her well, pink unmentionables into the wash with my white t-shirts and my white underwear at the time. I know we don't wear whitey tighties anymore, right, guys? But I turned everything pink. So my lawn oh with towels, yes. So my laundry days are pretty much behind me. Um, Now she thinks I did that on purpose. That's not true. I didn't do it on purpose. See, that's right, Pinks. See, you got it. Mrs. Pinks is the glue for sure. See, the women, guys. If we didn't have our wives in our lives, we could be a mess, man. Really. But hey, but Mrs. HR loves to mow grass. I can't say if she didn't have me here, the grass would be over the roof because it wouldn't be. She'd be out there cutting grass. Even though I am single, I do a lot of great friends that help me. HDAV Traveler, that's great, man. You got people to help you. Cheers to that, for sure. That's amazing to have people out there to help you. Painsright says, I got plenty to get done today. Some house and some bike prep for tomorrow's ride. I got up at 5 a.m. to get my studying done. So Painsrides must be doing some more schooling, I guess. Pains, is that what you're telling me? Everybody knows here that I'm back in college and at the ripe age of over 55. It's been an adventure for sure. It's coming along, holding a 4.0 average so far. Um, I think going to school when you're older makes more sense than going when you're younger because I think you appreciate it. And plus, if we're paying for it, we got to make every dollar count. So we got to make sure we do a good job. So good morning, truck and biker. Yeah, nice to have you on board here with us this morning. We are talking about how women hold the household together, and and I believe when Mrs. HR starts riding, she's going to be telling me, "Well, I'm going to have to cut some videos, and can you get dinner on and wash the dishes and bath the cat and vacuum the carpets and wash the walls down?" Because then she'll be out making videos on her motorcycle. Um, then I have to teach her how to do some editing. You don't think so? I think she will. I think it'll be soon, sooner than later. Well, not in the winter, of course. Oh man, Dusty in the Wind says major props to the ladies out there. Yes, major props to all the ladies. They do much more than guys do. Just take just taking care of us is a challenge. Miss ACR just said, "Are we all in cahoots to maybe buy something new?" No, I'm, I'm not that way. I don't say nice things and go out and buy something. I don't go out and buy something. And you know. Oh yeah, yeah. She always says that. So I don't know if you guys can hear her or not, but and she should just be on the show on Saturday mornings with me. I think it would be awesome every Saturday morning for you to have both of us to talk to. But she said I do that. I'll call her up and say, "Hey, hun, by the way, I was looking at buying something. It's blah blah whatever, a new seat for the motorcycle. It's a Mustang seat." And she usually comes back with how much. I usually come back, you probably don't want to know, and then she either gives me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So normally it's a thumbs down, but you know how that goes. Uh, Yesterday I called. I was going to buy a new laser printer, which we need a good printer because I mean I am a technologist. I am in college, so we got to have a printer so I can print these papers out because college professors still want to see papers, guys. I know it's interesting, but anyway, she said, "Wait a minute, though. The printer was $459 because it's a color laser printer." And she said, "Wait, we do need to get a snowblower." So women are also our sense of reason. Good morning, Bodine52. We are talking about our happy wives and how they are the glue to the foundation here. See who else popped in there. Rocky J, good morning to you. Um, Harley 103 says, keeps household clean and tidy and all of the finances in order. Um, yeah, so yeah, I agree. The finances, we kind of have that split kind of. We decided to do it when we got married. We both pay our sets of bills ourselves. I know that's kind of weird, but it works for us pretty well. Topic USA, good morning. Good morning, guys. My wife is the glue. Been married for 46 years, ready to rock the road glide today. 73 in Florida. Man, I am coming to Florida. We are coming down there to ride. Sounds really, really nice. Are you talking about this because her wives are listening? Nobody. Well, she is listening. She's downstairs. She's in the other room downstairs there, and she can obviously hear everything that's going on in the Custom Dynamics and Ty from Tennessee studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. You see, I'm promoting my buddy Ty today, huh? Ty from Tennessee. Yep. I told Miss HR, I'm going to tell everybody, if you want me to promote your channel, send me a nice shirt. I'll wear it on this show. See, that's pretty nice, huh? That's pretty. No, it's not my handout. I'm helping people. I'm helping people to. I'm promoting, um, and I won't have to buy any more Harley shirts because I'll have enough T-shirts to wear then. Mrs. Payne's is not very domesticated. Payne's rods, I don't know about that. I think she's a wonderful person. I met Mrs. Payne's rods, and she's a very, very nice person. So domesticated or not, whatever. Ron Kelly, good morning. Truth is at our house. I built the castle. She's the queen. But it's been worth it because she was the one behind most of our Harley purchases in the last 10 years. Well, there you go. Can't beat that. Um, Dusty in the Wind. Been single for 20 years. I lost the love of my life to cancer. Man, I am so sorry to hear that, brother. Honestly, from my heart. But I still haven't figured out how the ladies do it all. Must be in their DNA. It is. It's a DNA thing. Yeah, it's a DNA. I was trying to make a cool acronym to that. I was just thinking in my head, like, what would DNA stand for? Other than what it obviously stands for. Anyway, so yeah, I think so. With that said, I mean, women are the foundation, and that's just life. And is it in their DNA? Miss ACR always says this. This is her statement to me. If I don't do it, who in the hell else is going to do it? Well, I don't know. I offered to get her cleaning lady once because they would obviously do it, and but that's not going to happen because she always told me she'd have to clean the house before the cleaning lady came in because women don't want to see their house messed up. So think about that. Think you're taking your motorcycle down to get it detailed somewhere. So you detail it first so it doesn't look really, really bad. So somebody else won't think that you're some kind of a smuck, right? That when they go to detail it. So anyway, that's pretty funny. Well, so what kind of week has it been here for HDR? Well, it's been pretty good. Pretty good. We're looking at a 3-day week next week. So that's looking really good, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then we get a few days off to relax, eat turkey bird, and enjoy the amazing thanks. And we can give thanks at Thanksgiving. And this year we can have a normal, right, Thanksgiving with friends and family. And I should show you a picture. DNA, do not aggravate. See? That's a wonderful way of looking at it. Women have it built into their DNA. Do not aggravate. That's wonderful. So I think that's a good thing. HEAV Traveler says, I vote that HDR gets his wife on the camera right now. Well, that would be wonderful, but our hair and makeup lady just left. She got me all ready for the show, and then so Mrs. HDR didn't go to hair and makeup, so she's not going to be on the show. But I try every week. I think she should be. Miss HDR would do that when she wants. I know her. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So she would come on the show when she's ready. My sister watches this show occasionally, and she laughs because she said she can hear Mrs. HR in the background, but she doesn't see her on camera a lot. So sometimes afterwards, she said, "I can't believe you said it on the show." I said, "So say what?" And she told me she'd be like, "You said blah blah." And I was like, "I don't even remember saying that." So anyway, this week, Be the Rider PA. Good morning to you. Nice to have you on board there this morning. Mrs. HDR is a natural beauty. Oh, that was nice of you. Thank you so much for saying that. that would been Bob. So maybe you should text him and tell him thank you very much. I know, Bob. You might be getting a text here very soon. Um, Hog Driver 8, is that a Royal Enfield Himalayan in the back screen right here, buddy? The Royal Enfield Himalayan, right? Yep. Actually, a little spoiler alert: video coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Jump on board and watch that video. You're going to be very interested. So it is. That is a Himalayan behind me. Mrs. HDR is still in her dress tail. What's a dress tail? Smarty Cowboy, is that a house coat? She's already up, ready to go here. She's actually leaving for the weekend. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I'm going to be alone, guys. I'm not used to being alone, and I'll be crying all night watching. I'll be watching love stories and like sobbing all. No, I won't. I told her this morning. I said, "You think I will make myself a batch of chicken wings later?" Because she doesn't like chicken wings. And she said, "Well, where are you going to get those?" I said, "At the store. I'm going to cook them." So I think I might do that later for myself. You want more Mrs. HDR on the channel. Love her common sense commentary. Oh, see, that was nice. Now you got to text Dusty in the wind, too. Text Dusty in the wind. Tell him that was very nice. He said you have a great common sense to yourself and you do great commentary. So I know I've been trying to get her on the channel more. That's because she said she's married to me, and I produce that common sense into her because I'm so sensible. Um, yeah. Steve, good morning to you. Dusty in the wind. How you doing? Um, let's see here. Harley 103, not too bad. No snow on the roads right now. Oh, you're talking to Harley 103 up there? I got you. How is the snowblower working? Be the rider, PA said. Oh, Bodine. Did it snow in Michigan, Bob? I didn't even get that. I didn't see any of your Instagram pictures. You usually post something with snow. That bike is pains rods. The Himalayan, that bike is gonna get you hurt. Man, you need some. You got to ride a little dirt, not trails, pains rods, not like you ride. I don't want to get into that. I'm too old to ride trails. Wings are sky high in the stores right now. Are they really, Paul? Like a bag of frozen wings. I'm hoping I get a bag for like $10. I don't need many. It's just me, right? And if they are, I'll make chicken thighs. I mean, it's close to the wing, right? The thigh is close to the wing. No snow right now there. Not yet. No snow in Michigan. Good. Glad to hear that. I have never met Mrs. HDR, but I know she is a great person because she is a teacher. She reminds me of my mother. I do not need to say my mother is, your mother is still alive. See? There you go. Yeah, Mrs. HDR at 25 years in education. So we meet kids today. It's funny because now she teaches little ones, right? 3, 4, and 5-year-olds is what she's taught for decades, right? A long time. And now it's funny because we'll be in the mall or something. A teenager will walk up and be like, "Oh, do you remember me?" And she'll be like, "Nope," But they sure do remember her, man. She's just that type of person that you always remember. Thighs right now are down with the wings. Thigh nights now down with the wing. Oh, Be the Rider PA said he's making thighs. Mrs. HDRO. Henry said you get Mrs. HDR is a sensible one. You might want to text him too. Tell him thanks. Cheers to Mrs. HDR for that long career. There is a class forming up at my house for Thanksgiving weekend. Paying a bunch of people coming to your house. Yeah, we're going to her. We're going to one of our daughter's houses actually for Thanksgiving, and so it should be good. It should be good. Anyway, so much for that. So this week has been interesting. It's been very good. I know some of my My students watched the live stream. Some of my students actually watch this later because they're probably still in bed right now because they stay up all night playing video games. And but they did a good job this week, man. We had a really good week this week. Very solid week of education for those guys. And yesterday I gave my hands-on. We called a skills test where they have to do something. So they were programming network switches and routers, and I prepped them all week and got them ready for it. And then they had to build this circuit on their own. And a couple of them got stuck a couple places, but they're like, "Oh wait!" And like a light bulb, you could see this light bulb go off in this kid's head. And he's like, "Wait! I know what I got to do." And I would just sit and watch him. I just sat back, man. I just was like, this student with his light bulb going off is a product of me. I did this. I created this little networking monster, right? And it's great because now they're starting to enjoy it. And they're starting to like what they're doing. So it's a win-win. So it's very positive this week. Um, do you do something wrong, Jack? A lot of Mrs. HDR sucking up talk. No, Bodine. She's actually going away for the weekend, so I'm going to be bacheloring it for the weekend. So you have to really talk them up to make sure they come back. You don't want them to go away forever. You want them to come back. And so yeah. But now we're just chit chatting about women in general. How did all them monitors work out? Be the Rider PA. Oh, the monitors. So Harley Davidson. Now this is really great. Valley Harley Davidson, Be the Rider PA, called me one night and he said, "Look," he said, HDR, because that's what he called. We call each other by our screen names. I said, "Yo, Be the Rider PA, what's up?" He goes, "Hey, Valley Harley Davidson has all these LCD monitors that they're going to get rid of, right? They were going to take them, I guess, just throw them away." I said, wait, give me their number, man. Because I said, we need monitors in our classroom. We need some more LCD monitors. So I called up Valley Harley Davidson, and they were very graciously, they donated 22 LCD monitors to the school. We got them in. I had the kids come down. They unloaded my car. They were packed. Mrs. HR actually went to pick these things up. So the car was packed, you can imagine, with 22 LCD monitors. And they took them in. I had them go through all the monitors. So Be the Rider PA, there was only one that did not work. So we have 21, and they're all like 19 or 20 inch roughly LCD monitors. So the kids now, and I'll take pictures of them for you, but they did have 2 monitors on every computer. For us, we do programming, we do networking, we do cybersecurity, and we do hacking work, right? Or penetration testing is the white hat hacker that I teach them. We don't teach them how to be malicious at all, but they could be. So we had 2 monitors on every computer, but now they got 3. So they got 3 monitors. Good morning, Dean C. Good morning to you. Nice to have you on board there this morning. Little HDR groupies, do they subscribe? I think they have subscribed to my channels, to the 2 main channels, to Harley Day Rider and the 42 Techno Man, because they do also like the technical stuff that I produce over there, and they do watch those and come in and they talk about those a lot. So so they do subscribe to those. But good morning, Dean. Nice to have you on board there this morning. I have several trickle charges. They all have worked for years without issues. I bought my trickle charger. I bought the Honda trickle charger, and I don't have a picture of it handy. I probably do somewhere buried in my photos, but Sean Smoke buys these things, and he recommended it. I bought it. Man, when did I buy that trickle charger? I don't know, let's say 10 years ago, 8 years ago. It still works flawlessly. And the idea behind this trickle charger, most trickle chargers just trickle your battery. What this charger does, the Honda chargers, is it cycles your battery. So your battery thinks that your motorcycle's been out running, and then it comes back and it recharges. Then it thinks it's out running. So it takes it down and then it brings it up. It takes it down, just like if you were using it on a daily basis. So instead of just that trickle charge, remember, they just trickle. They always top the charge off. This thing is cycling the battery all the time. Matter of fact, that is it. Harley 103, you're right. The Optimate 3 Plus is the one that I bought. It's amazing. It's a wonderful charger. Been working for years. Yeah. Nice. More screens is great. You're right, be the right P. And for these kids, man, to have 3 monitors, that's what I was shooting for. Um, I bought 2 Noco Genius One chargers. I've never seen those. I have to check that out. Good morning, Webland Zero. Good to have you on board there this morning. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you count how many luggage Mrs. HDR is taking. Oh, good point. Good point, Henry. Did you hear that? She's not downstairs anymore. Henry said I have to count the number of luggage that you're taking to see how long you're actually going to be going away. I know, Henry. See. I had plans this weekend. Oh, she has just one bag, Henry. Just one. So that's all she needs for the weekend. I was going to call Henry this weekend when she told me she was going away for the weekend, and I actually was looking. I wanted myself and Henry. I was planning on leaving Friday night, and I was going to go to Vegas with him until Sunday, and then fly home Sunday. But man, the price of flights right now, for people saying the airline industry is hurting because nobody's flying, lower your damn prices. How about that? You used to be able to get a flight to Vegas, with a hotel room, round trip airfare with a hotel room for maybe $500 a person. That was for 7-day hotel stay. Now the flight alone is like $450 one way. So there was no way I could do that. But I wanted to go with him this weekend. I thought that'd been great if the two of us could have just jumped on a plane and went to Vegas. And to do nothing more, not really gamble, just kind of hang out and have some beer, watch, maybe go to a few dinners, and then fly home. Um, but I wanted to go. I'd like to experience people at Vegas. If you've never been there, all of the interesting people, not crazy, interesting people come out at night. They all come out at nighttime, and I'm talking they'll be out all night. Um, so take a good nap, get a good solid nap, leave your room about 10 o'clock at night. That's when everything happens in Vegas. Man, the streets are packed. People I've seen weird stuff, man. People dressed totally weird. All the street performers. It's a pretty amazing time. So if you ever get a chance, go to Vegas. Yeah, Paul, you're probably right. Thanksgiving travel time, you're probably right. That probably jacked their prices a lot. Um, but yeah, that was my plan originally. And then I'm glad I didn't get tickets because then Henry told me he's got a concert he's going to today, which is awesome. Uh, HD Vibe, good morning to you. Glad to have you on board there. Jerry, River Bluff Baggers. People watching in Vegas is great. It is amazing. The planes are packed right now. You've flown twice in the last couple of months, and all of your flights are completely full. That's another thing about these flights. After everybody remembers, like, obviously, right? 9/11 happened, right? So the airline industry was dead. Everybody was afraid to fly because somebody's going to take over your plane, and everybody was scared, and rightfully so, right? Something like that happens, we get scared as a human being. That's okay. But after 9/11, the industry was dead, and it used to be you can catch a flight and you could fly to Vegas with, I don't know, 20 people on a plane, right? Not full at all. You could relax, kick back, enjoy the flight, drink all the Coke you want, all the bottles of whatever. But now you're right. Now it's like a sardine can because they have to fill these planes up, and probably rightfully so because the fuel prices are going through the roof too. I don't think the airlines are excluded from this fuel issue that we're having right now. Um, I'm not sure, but you're right. They are packed. And what they do is they fly everybody to this connecting airport, and then you get off these little planes and you get on, a little bit bigger plane. And now there's like 3 people to every seat. Uh, and they need a better computer system. I'm sure I could program them one if they would just ask and pay the fee. Um, how do you overbook a plane? And I asked that one day. So we do that on purpose. I said, but why would you overbook the plane? So you have 40 seats, but you booked 48 people. Well, sometimes people don't show up. Well, I wonder if they all show up. Now you have 8 people that have to sit and wait for the next plane. That's not very fair, right? They should at least give them half their money back. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But yeah, man, fuel prices. You know, I may have to start riding a motorcycle to work every day. Well, I don't work far from home, to be honest with you, but I know like Road Glide Andy, lives an hour and a half from his work. So if he takes his pickup truck every day, he's going to be spending as much in gas as what he's making on a paycheck, man. So it's really getting out of control. It's almost $4 a gallon here again. It was that way. When was it $4 a gallon? I don't know. 8 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe. I remember it hitting $4 a gallon. People was like, "Oh my God, $4 a gallon." And here's what I'm calling from. Here's what I'm calling. Oh, flying sucks. You hate it. I love to fly. Everybody knows on here that I. Oh yeah, just like the doctor's office, be the writer P. I just seen that. You're right. They overbook. Well, some people won't show up. Yeah, but so I show up on time for my appointment, and I got to wait an extra hour because now you overbooked the doctor's office. Come on, really? Anyway, but yeah, so the fuel prices. You go to put a gallon and a half in your motorcycle, and it's costing you $12. Well, no, that ain't right. It's costing you $9 maybe, but it's ridiculous. And why don't they sell gas by the gallon? Why do we always sell gas by the 9/10 of a gallon? Right? That's what that nine is. You're getting 9/10 of a gallon. You don't even get a gallon of gas. So I don't know. I don't know. What I'm calling for though, and I told Henry this the other day, we talked pretty lengthy about it. He's a pretty wise guy, right? He's been around quite a while. Henry's smart. I said, we need to have a national day of shutdown. Nobody moves their vehicles. Don't go to work. Don't go to the store. Don't go to your neighbor's house if you have to get in that car. National shutdown for one day. That will show the gas industry that we mean business, right? Lower the damn prices, or we're not going to use your fuel. But you won't get that. People's like, well, I'll get fired. No, you won't. If your boss don't go to work, he's not going to know that you're not there anyway. And nobody's going to be there. Shut down everything. Everything. All the airlines shut down. All the tractor trailers stop moving. It's just my thought, right? One day is all you would need, and this nation would recover, and we would go back to seeing $1 a gallon for gas, or maybe even 99 cents again. They have it. There's a lot of gas. Anybody ever hear of the fuel reserve? Anybody hear of the National Gas Fuel Reserve? Oil reserve? Yeah. It's all we can go on for hours about that. It's just economics, right? I love economics, but we have all this extra reserve, but they're going to, nope, you can't use it because we're going to charge you more because you're using more, so we're going to charge you more. I don't know. Who knows? We need to be like the Amish. Hey, remember last week I did this show on the road? And we were in Berlin. So we were in Berlin last week, and we stayed right in Berlin. Now that's right in Bodine 52. You remember it's right in that store where we got those little sunglass holders. I think you got one of those. Yeah. See, Iowa's at $3.69 a gallon in Iowa, in the heartland of this nation, and we're charging people. We're just rooking their prices. Fuel prices around here are not that bad. HDAV Traveler, where do you live at, man? How are they cheaper? Canada right now, it's $5.52 a gallon. How about in Canada? Let's get back up here. What was I just telling you about? I don't know. I'm getting lost. We were in Canada one time, and I pulled in, and I looked. I told Miss HR, I said, it's $1.12 a gallon. These Canadians got it made, man. And I'm looking like, yeah, that's right. So I'm pumping, bloop, 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 and it's just racking up. I'm like, how's it that much money if it's $1.12 a gallon? Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's a liter. They charge by the liter. So it makes you think the gas prices are cheaper in Canada, but it's by the liter. So how many liters are in a gallon? I'm sure somebody will put that in the chat room. But yeah, so gas prices are going whoop through the roof, and now they're saying that, buy your toys early. And Larry HD Traveler, I don't get into politics on the channel, but I always say it's not anybody in the White House. That person in the White House is I call him the media mogul, just like a football coach, right? The coach of a football team he's not responsible for coaching the team. He's the CEO. He's the media guy, right? He's the guy that, we lost that game this week because the guys played terribly. Well, no lie. That's probably why you lost, because your team played terribly, right? That happens. But yes, but so the guy in the White House to me is just he's the media guy, right? It's everybody else in the government. The other 4,555 billion people we have in government today running this country. Okay. But so who knows? I think it's just the oil people are being greedy as hell right now, and they're just sucking us dry, man, sucking us dry. Uh, Henry said thing too. He said wages are going up, man. People are getting better wages. You see, I seen a sign at McDonald's. They're paying $15 an hour, $19 an hour if you want to be a manager, right? Um, not bad money. Walmart's. I don't think Walmart's paying anything more, but these fast food restaurants around here are paying a lot of money. What's going to happen is a Big Mac, right? A Big Mac's going to cost you like 42.50. You think McDonald's is going to take a hit and say, yeah, don't worry, we'll keep the price the same, but we'll cover the extra expenses? No, they're not. They're going to rip us off to pay them guys more money, right? I was talking to a couple of our people at work. Gas prices in Germany are $7.16 a gallon. Wow, I guess I shouldn't be complaining in the States, right? Wow, 17.60. Steve says it's 3.78 a liter. Oh, 3.78 liters to a gallon. So at that time, gas was a dollar, I don't know, $1.20 a liter. So one, two, three, $3.60 plus a little bit more. So yeah, about $4 a gallon in Canada. So there you have it. You're absolutely right, HDR. Price gouging is a real thing with the gas right now. And you know what? That's what it is. Oil companies are in the business to make money. HDAV Traveler, it is they are in the business to make money. I get it. But here's the thing. So if I'm Mr. Chevron, right, Chevron Oil, or if I'm Mr. I don't know, STP or whoever that guy is, and um, my bank account says it's got $42 trillion in it. Do I really need 42 trillion in five? Right? You already have 42 trillion. Quit gouging people. Yeah. Miss HR is downstairs yelling. She always says that they're business people. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care if you have a car. They don't care if you can go to work. They don't care. But if you shut this nation down for one day, nobody moves. They'll care then. They'll care, right? But I see people lined up every day at the gas pumps, man. Every day. It's just, it doesn't matter. It could be $14 a gallon. People are still going to buy gas. They're still going to go to work, you know. But well, who knows? Who cares? I get on the subject. I get on the roll. Sorry about that. Let's go on something happier. That's right. Mrs. H. said, let's go on something happier. So, what's happy? Let's see. Well, in the state, we're coming upon Thanksgiving here next Thursday. That's a happy time of year, and it's happy for us because we get a couple days off, and you get to eat too much. So the other day at work, they had our just trying to go through some of these comments real quick here. Hold on here. The price here in St. Louis varies station by station by as much as 20 gallon just miles apart. 20 cents a gallon. Stop closing pipelines, Hog Driver says. I totally agree with both of you, Harley Day Rider. Thanks. I appreciate that. If the semi trucks would quit running for one day, look out. You're right, Road Glide Andy. One day is all it would take. Anyway, so on to something better here. Something more important is we talked a little bit. I'd seen Bodine brought a video out about it here a little bit ago about winter riding, guys. How many of you, and I know in Canada, my buddy Viper 6 is already tucking his motorcycle away and putting it in the back of the garage and putting his cover on it and plugging it in there for the winter. How many of you going to like winterize your bike? And I got a great video coming out kind of discussing that and kind of discussing, you're going to be interested in this one, discussing another YouTuber and their take on it. And, so I kind of like to do that at times. I like to use other people's views and not mine, because I don't believe any of our views are the only view, right? But yeah, winterizing, which is not maybe that fun of a subject, but what is a fun subject? Yeah, Christmas is coming up too. So guess what? I get to give Miss HCR list of motorcycle parts again. I just send her links. She clicks on a link and she buys whatever, right? So that's awesome. Harley 103, you have a great day today, and we'll see you next time. The World Super Bike Racing weekend. Wow, that sounds interesting. I think that would be a lot of fun. Um, I'll be riding this winter. Wait, who said that? Ricky Cam. I'll be riding this winter if there isn't salt on the road. Um, Trucker, good morning. Truck and Biker says, what does winterizing a bike mean? Well, uh, for me, been with good friend, a whiskey shot and a beer makes me happy. You're right. You're right, Henry. And we'll have to have one of those today. I got the whiskey here, and I got some really good beers yesterday. I got some Fat Tire, and I also got some Nut L. Right, Nut L is amazing beer. It tastes just like a nut roll. It is so good. Um, so, what is winterizing a bike? Let's talk about that. So, plug it in because it's cold. Park it in the front of the garage. Ride when you can. Road Glide Andy. That's pretty much winterizing the bike. It's very, very good description of it there. So, my idea of winterizing a bike is I do put gas treatment in it. I do make sure the tank is topped off whenever I take it out and bring it back because you don't know when you're going to be able to take it out again. And I put it on the trickle charger, whatever the Honda charger, the trickle charger. It basically is. If anyone's interested in Man Cup drag bike races, happens in South Georgia Motorsports Park. I'm gonna put this up here, 10 wingman here. Let me see if my mouse will move. There she goes. There you go. In case anybody's interested in Man Cup drag bike racing, are happening at South Georgia Motorsports Park in Adele, Georgia. So in Adele, Georgia. So go down there, check that out. If you're around the area, we want to get everybody in there. Take some video, 10 Ring Man, and put some video on your channel so we can see what's going on there. I winterize my bike, but it only takes 5 minutes and have them out and riding. Chuck, I agree with you. It takes about 5 minutes. So that's what I do. I keep it on trickle charge. I do put gas treatment in my bikes in the wintertime, just basically because I was told to do so. And I've done it every year. And the trick is if you're going to pour gas treatment in your bike, don't just pour it in and just leave it sit in the tank. Pour it in and take it for like a 20-minute ride, or at least take it out of the garage and run it for about 20 minutes. Let that stuff get through the engine, right? So that way it takes care of the whole motor, not just the gas tank, right? But keep your tank full because you don't want any rust to form around the top edges. That's kind of how I deal with it. So you're going out tomorrow for the finals. That sounds like a good time. Make sure you get some video, man. I'd like to see that. Um, I know, truck and biker. You know what it is. I'm just kidding with you, but maybe other people don't know. There is people out there that don't know what winterizing a motorcycle is. Now, today we're going to winterize the boat. Winterizing the boat, we're parking that boat. It's not going to be moved again until next spring, right? When it starts to get a little warm. Probably like April, maybe we'll pull it out and go and start fishing in it again. Late April, right? So to winterize a boat, what I do, and I told you guys, we take the engine off, right? Is it out? Well, I guess it's outboard. It's not inboard. It's an outboard motor. It hooks on the back. So we just take it off, and I bought a dolly. I'll take a picture of it today, actually, and I'll put it on Instagram. I think I went on our last year. We'll put it on the dolly. Have you seen the motorcycle they sell on Amazon? Pretty cheap. I have not, Henry, but you can show me that later. Um, anyway, so we put the engine on the dolly and we wheel that into the house because the garage is not heated full time. Remember, my garage I only heat it when I'm going out there, but the basement is heated full time. So that protects the engine. The gas tank itself, we pretty much only put enough gas in there for the end of the year. We pretty much have that ran out. So before we start the new year, we'll dump all the old gas out. Maybe I'll even do that today. Dump all the old gas out of the tank so don't sit in there and get all mucky, right? And then we take the electric trolling motor off. We take the battery out and put those in the house also. Other than that, we double tarp the boat. We seal it all down. We park the tires on rubber because it sits beside the garage, not in the garage. And that's it. So that is winterizing our boat. Our boat will be tucked away and ready for next season. We have some work to do on it. Henry and myself have some work we want to do on the live well for next season. If you don't know what a live well is for fishing, man, when we first got the boat, we first started going out, we used stringers. Until that day, we had 4 fish on this stringer, and I had them hanging off the back of the boat where the gas motor is, right? Well, not thinking, Henry goes, well, that's a wrap. Let's go. We're going to leave for the day. And I said, yeah, let's go. I pulled the cord for the motor. Whoa, chink, chink. And I was like, uh-oh. I went to pull it up, and there was 3 fish on there. Now, there was 4 fish. There was 3 fish on there. Their eyes were real big, like, oh, my God, you killed Joe. And, like the other hook was just cut in half and gone, and I must have slit Joe's head right off, and Joe was dead fishy then, but the other fish were scared, man. Their eyes were real big. They're like, oh no, oh my God. So now we figured, and we never used a live well, but now we use a live well every time we go, man. First fish, we fill it up, you push a button, it fills with water, and it's between us, it's in the middle seat. You lift the thing up, you drop the fish in there, and they can swim in their natural water because the water's pumping in from the lake. The only problem is when this thing was built, he did a nice job building it, but he didn't build a drain in it. So we want to take it apart. We're going to put a drain in the bottom with a drain pump. So when we come home, take the fish out, hit another button, pump the water out, and it'll suck it dry. Right now we have to use a little sump pump, and then we have to use a towel and kind of sop the water up out of there. So that is what our live well is. Just set the garage to 50 and leave it there. Road Glide Andy, if you're paying my gas bill, I will do that. We did that the first year we put the heater in. We set it to 50 and we watched. It ran all day because there's no insulation there. There's no walls. So it's just, and the cold air comes right up underneath the eaves, and it just constantly runs, constantly, And yeah, if I could set it to like 25, I might be able to do that. But my thermostat only goes down to 50. So we don't leave it on all the time. Chuck says bikes and boats. Maybe the name change Money Pit Day Rider to Money Pit Day Rider. The boat's not bad. We bought the boat 2 years ago now. Well, yeah, not last year. The year before we bought the boat. And we bought it from a friend. They didn't want it anymore. They were going to buy a camper. So they gave us one amazing deal with everything in it: fish finders, the motors, the trolling motors, all the stuff that they have done to this boat. Myself and Henry redid the trailer this year. We ground everything down, and we took everything down as much as we could to the bare metal. Primered it all. Thank goodness for Henry, because I never even thought about primer. Primered it all, and then we repainted it white. So we have a little bit to do underneath the boat yet, but the biggest part of that trailer has been rebuilt, redone. It looks awesome, and it was a deal I couldn't pass up. And I tell people what I pay for it, and they're like, what? It's worth like 3 times that, and but we got a really good deal on it, and we've used it a lot. So that's not a money pit. The motorcycle, I don't know. I don't put a whole lot of parts on it. I mean, I guess I've put enough on it where it does. Hobbies do suck money. So, I was playing guitar for a while, and if you go out and you buy a new electric guitar, a new amp, a new cord, then you need new strings, and then you need, every hobby is a money pit, right? So, and you're not going to get anything back from your hobby. You're not going to get reimbursed. But if you don't have hobbies, guys, why are we working? Right? Simply said, why are you working out there? So yeah, truck and biker, you're right. So it could be, I guess, seen that way. I park it on the, oh wait, I park it on the dolly, and I cover it up. It's a nice day, take it out for a quick ride and put it back. I believe in riding your bikes in the wintertime if you get a decent day, because I don't want to get flat spots in my tires. Now, I know a lot of you put yours on jacks. If you can put it on a jack and pick it up, even just a few inches off the ground, and then lock your jack, take the thing out. But I have not purchased a motorcycle jack yet. So I've been looking at I don't know if I'd really use it enough to really own one. So I just park it on carpeting. Seems to work pretty good there. Chuck and Biker, I'm building two bikes, and my wife keeps asking how I'm going to make any money in the end. Well, if you're designing and you're building custom bikes, you're going to make the money back on those. I mean, unless you're building them for yourself, then you're not going to make anything back. HD Vibe, good morning. Well said, HDR. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, so that's what's going on. We're looking forward to Thanksgiving here Thursday and having a couple days off. Black Friday shopping. Mrs. HDR and myself will probably go out, but we call it more Black Friday looking because we watch people. People are amazing this time of year. It's like, come on. It's so funny seeing them out there running around. It's like, I can get the best deal and I can get the best deal. Just buy it. Just buy what you want. Henry said best. Buy everybody a gift card and tell them, go buy your own stuff. That's my view. That's my perfect Christmas. Um, Ricky says, I use my jack to wash my white walls. I would love to be able to do that to for the tires. You know what else I was looking at is just to inspect the tires every now and then. You know, like Mike Killy 7 always seems to get a screw in his tire or a nail. This guy has the worst luck with tires of anybody I've ever met in my entire life because we've met a couple times. And I can't see under the tire. It'd be nice to jack it up and just spin it around every now and then before you leave because I don't want to get on the road somewhere and get it flat. I think that'd be horrible. Uh, yeah, see, gift cards are awesome. Yes, they are awesome. You know, and buy them a generalized gift card. You know, buy them something like, I don't know, like get them a Walmart gift card, if nothing else. Uh, while it's nice to go get gift cards, I think it takes away from it. Yeah, real glad, Andy. Maybe I'm not a shopper. Um, you know, I don't. As much as I say I don't like to go to the malls this time of year, I go just to watch people. And I just sit and I'll have a coffee and just watch people run around like crazy people, you know? And then what do you do after Christmas? Like 3 or 4 days after Christmas, go out and watch them. Everybody taking the stuff back that everybody else bought them. So I understand a gift card takes away from it. But, Regular Indy, if I give you a gift card for Cycle Gear for $500, I bet you it's going to be well used, well deserved. I don't have to go to Cycle Gear. Maybe I'll buy you a helmet that don't fit. Maybe I'll buy you a pair of padded underwear that you probably didn't want. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll buy you a pair of socks, a heated socks. You're like, I'll never use those. But if I give you that gift card, Roguelite Andy, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go buy myself some stuff, right? So, gift cards may be all we can find this season, given the supply. You're right, HD Vibe. You are so right there, my friend. Who knows? Paul said, "What's a mall?" Are you planning more modifications on your bike next year? I'm planning on a modification this winter on the motorcycle if I can get the parts. I don't know if I can get the parts. I went to order the parts before the supply chain issue happened and the uh, parts being harder to find happened, and I didn't buy the parts because I wanted to wait until I needed them. And now I hope I can get them for the winter. But so yeah, Henry, I do have a couple modifications I want to make. Um, Here's a funny story. So the other day, I went. You know, this time of year, the air in your tires seems to the tire pressure changes because of the cold weather. So just a quick story is I went out the other day and I thought, well, I'm going to take the saddlebag off. And I know a lot of you say you don't have to, but my valve stems are never where they need to be when I go to check the tires. So I go to take the saddlebag off. I was like, ooh, and I stopped like, what the heck? I forgot that I put them saddlebag lights on. It was wired. I had to pull the little thing, you know, that little quick clip on the power plug that I could remove the saddlebag. But yeah, I almost ripped the wiring out. My custom dynamic lights. Whoops a daisy, you know, that happens. And so takes away from me that somebody put thought in it, Karen, kind of like the ugly sweatshirt your grandmother would get you. Don't talk about my beautiful shirt though, huh? My tie. And tie's not even on here. I should take his shirt off. I should take it off and throw it underneath the dresser over there. Small air pump and a patch kit always for a Christmas list. Ricky KM, that's a great idea. Um, but yeah, so how about this? So my dad, after so many years, just started giving us, you know, a card with, you know, money in it for Christmas, and that would be his Christmas gift. Yeah. Now, Mrs. HR will go out. She'll shop for days. She'll shop for months. Like she's already been Christmas shopping. We already have bags lined up for the grandkids, right? And the grandkids, you have to do that. So regularly, let's say your children, right? Santa Claus has to bring them gifts. They can't bring them, a McDonald gift card. They can't do that for the kids. But for an adult like me, Roguelite and Andy, if you brought over a card and you gave me that $200 Cycle Gear gift card or Amazon gift card, that's fine, buddy. If that's what you want to give me, I'll put it to good use. So I'm sorry, I was just daydreaming like you might have brought that over. Just a thought. Anyway, so anybody have any travel plans for the holidays? Anybody traveling anywhere this year? We just talked about the plane fares being out of this world. Not being able to go to Vegas this weekend really stinks. And now you guys are telling me I can't have any wings this weekend because they cost too much money. I think I'm going to raise some chickens, and but I'm going to get them chickens where they rejuvenate their wings. So you take their wings off, and then you just let the little chicken go, and their wings will build back. If you watch, there's a fishing show called Dar Sizzle. You guys probably know it. Dar Sizzle Offshores. I'm amazed when I see some of these channels because she got like 240,000 subscribers, right? As soon as they put a video up, they get like 152,000 views. But she does a lot of cool fishing stuff. Now, Miss HDR says, no, you watch her because of how she looks. And I said, but she does a lot of good fishing stuff. They were catching these crab, and I didn't know this. I don't know if it's I guess it's a blue crab, but they tear their claws off and they throw the crab back in the water, and the crab will grow their claws back. Is that not awesome? Why don't they make chickens like that? Chicken wings would be a lot cheaper. You take their little chicken wings off, you throw them back in the coop, and whoop, they get new chicken wings back on them. Now that would be awesome, right? Somebody needs to invent that, right? Right? A self-building wing chicken. Yep, that's what we need to have. So try turkey wings. They're cheaper and they're excellent when they're smoked. Hey, I eat the chicken. I eat the turkey wings every year. I pull those off after the turkey comes out of the oven, and I do like those. So, Rogue Gliding said, I'm going to come over and pick up that heated gear. No, Rogue Gliding, you have to go buy your heated gear. So wait for my card to come in the mail to Cycle Gear. It's going to be for $500, and you can go buy your heated gear with it. So, but just wait, it'll be coming. I got your address somewhere. Yeah, I know I got your address here somewhere on the desk. So I got to get that mailed out to you. So, and then you can go Drovers. Yeah, we can go to Drovers the other night, Rogue Glide Andy, and we were going to go over and I wanted wings so bad. Mrs. HDR hates wings. She said they're a waste because there's no meat on them. She's probably right, but they're, just eat more of them. So anyway, but it's been another great Saturday hanging out with everybody, man. We talked about a lot of stuff. Sorry we got so down there a little bit on the gas stuff, but I got to bring up some current events. Wouldn't be right to do a show like this on Saturday morning, not bring up a current event every now and then, but and we're all feeling the pain. We're all feeling it. So, but oh wait, yes, I was thinking, how are they going to eat without claws? So yeah, so Henry, if you watch that, what she said is they normally only will tear one claw off because it's inhumane to take both of their claws off a blue crab because then they have nothing to defend themselves with. So they only take off the biggest claw and they throw them back in with the other claw. So to me, that's inhumane too, man. It's like, hey, come here, human being. I'm going to rip your legs off and let you go back to work. You'll grow new legs later. Kind of scary stuff, right? But everybody have a great weekend, man. I tell you, thanks for joining me here. It's because of all you in the chat room that I clicked this on Saturday morning and grab a cup of coffee and hang with you. If it wasn't for you, there would be no reason to do the show, right? But yeah, man, 47 shows in. That's pretty awesome. A lot of you have been emailing me and talking to me about the fireside chat with the boys. I talked to Bob. I talked to Colin. We all decided it is the holiday season. Everybody's getting a little busy at work right now, right? A little crazy. So we're moving it. It's going to be, we're taking our holiday hiatus, right? We do this every year. We will be bringing the fireside chat with the boys back in January. I don't have a date for you yet. We're still working on which Sunday we're going to start. but we are coming back to you. January, I know the guys are missing it. We talk a lot, and it seems now we go 3 or 4 days without talking to each other. It's kind of weird because we're like almost pretty close, like brothers, and we don't talk every day like we used to. So it's pretty weird. But yeah, thanks so much for coming, everybody. I do appreciate it again. And if you're not checking out Ty from Tennessee's videos, I shouldn't promote him because he's not here. Ty, you better watch this later and explain to me why you weren't here live, buddy. I don't know. Miss HR said you got a nice haircut now. She was all excited that, she said you look different. So, but anyway. So enjoy your Thanksgiving if you celebrate that over this holiday season. Give thanks to what you have around you, and most of all, give thanks for what you can do for other people. That's what we try to do, is try to help out over the holiday seasons as much as possible. We try to give to people, and try to help everybody. I want everybody to have a nice Thanksgiving meal that maybe they can't for one reason or another, but maybe we can help supply that. So. But take care, everybody. Himalayan Day Rider. See, that still works. HDR. That's a good man. Thanks, Hog Driver. Watch my video tomorrow morning, Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That video will pop. Just like I do the show at 8 o'clock. My weekly video comes out on Sunday at 8. And get those bikes out there and ride. So remember, until next Sunday, ride your own ride. Be safe. Harley Day Rider will be down and out in the beautiful studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Goodbye, everybody. Ride it if you can. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.